Members across that side, you represent some of the poorest areas in Kent.
That's humanity. That's what I got elected for.
To pay for this when you put no money aside for it.
Thanks very much for being with us. I'm David, or Dave, because I'm not in trouble with my mum. So I'm the chap who's emailed you all, and thank you very much for responding and coming out tonight. Really appreciate it. Just starting up this fledgling party, we're here in the weald. What I want to do is discuss what the parliamentary constituency of the weald is, and therefore what the challenge is for us all getting around it, getting our presence felt and known. So I'd like to talk about that for a little bit first. And then what that might mean for us politically as well, and how we want to move around, how we want to talk to people, how we want to get ourselves out there. And then we've got fantastic councillors already in Restore, in Kent County Council. We've got Paul Thomas over there, Brian and Bob. They're going to do a little bit of a chat with you, talk to you. And then we've got, and then Dean has also joined us from Ashford, so he'll be milling around and chatting to anyone he wants. And then we've got Alistair here from the number 2 man behind Rupert, runs the whole operation, so fantastic, really great that he's come to join us as well, and his right-hand man, and his right-hand man Liam at the back there as well. I've just gone through all that, hopefully we'll start to mingle, get to know each other, and then if you would like to get to know each other, the pub is just around the corner and that'd be really quite nice as well, but teas and coffees at the back, absolutely free, help yourself, keep yourself nice and warm and wet. So, the weald, as it's now called, the weald of Kent constituency, for those who don't know, it's quite a large area, so that makes it quite a serious challenge for us. It's broken down into 7 divisions. Those divisions sit all the way from Paddock Wood, and all the way down to nearly Shallock, and then all the way down to Appledore, and then over to Cranbrook. So it's quite a huge geographical area, therefore it makes it difficult to really get a good small team to work around all of it. So that's really hard. The first 4 areas within it, the first 4 divisions, are where Bob works, Maidstone Rural West, Linton Luce, Farley, Nettlestead, Cox Heath, all that area just below Maidstone. The next one is Maidstone Rural South, where Brian works. So that's where we are now, Marden, Staplehurst, Chart Sutton, Sutton Valence, Staplehurst, Langley, and there's a little bit of
Conning Street as well.
Conning Street as well, yeah. So that's that area. Next to it is Maidstone Rural East, Headcorn, but we only get half of it. That's where the MP's constituency cuts that bit in half, and that's the A20 and the M20. So we've got Headcorn and the villages between Headcorn and up to Harwich and Lenham and the North Downs area. So that's another area, and all of those come up to a total of 18 borough councillors that sit in Maidstone. The next area is Ashford Rural West, goes, as I say, all the way up from Shallock, then down the Downs and out to Edgerton, Charing, Pluckley, and just above Shaddockshurst. That's quite a big area, and that's got 5 councillors in it. Then we've got Ashford Rural South, which currently Bill Barrett, and he's a Conservative now, who is. And that space is Appledore, Ham Street, Shaddockshurst, Woodchurch, and it actually takes a lot of the new estates that are Bridgefield, Park Farm, Old Kings North, and what's the one below you?
Nam Street?
No, I remember it. But the new estates that are coming on the line to the sort of south and west of Ashford. So people think it should be in Ashford, but the way that it's been cut, yeah, Chilmington, that's it, the new big estate at Chilmington. The way that the parliamentary constituency has been cut up, it takes all those big estates to the side of Ashford as well. So that's a big area. And then we've got Tenterden, High Halden, St Michael's, Tenterden, Bindon, Rolvenden Lane. So that's quite a big area as well in itself. That's a division. And then they're the Ashford divisions that report into Ashford Borough Council, and they total 20 councillors. And then the final one is Cranbrook, which is Sissinghurst, Frittenden, Cranbrook, and over to Goudhurst, and that has 3. So we've got 3 councillors in Tunbridge Wells, 20 councillors in Ashford, and 18 councillors in Maidstone. So as a parliamentary constituency, we have to build relationships with all those electoral offices, understand all the electorates in those areas, and then gather all that, and then understand all of those geographical areas, and hopefully you can help us get out to meet all the people who live in them. So it's geographically quite a challenge. A lot of villages, hamlets, and even independent houses, a lot of independent business and farmers. So that's the makeup of the weald. That's the sort of people and areas that we've got to look at and work together to try to reach. Politically, it would be really good, having me come over from reform, we got a notice down that we, the people, for the weald, would not be picking our MP. We wouldn't be doing hustings, we wouldn't be finding the right people, we wouldn't be in control of that process. That would be done at head office. So a very centrally planned and controlled party. That's not what we want to be, that's not what we want to be in the weald. So my vision for not just hitting that geographical large area is to also bring back representative democracy to us, the people of the weald. And that's to build small divisional teams that are going to work together, know each other, reach out to people, pull more people in and recruit them, and then you find the best and the brightest amongst you. Those that can communicate really well, understand all the issues, understand all the good things, celebrate those, come up with solutions for the problems, and represent you at your areas, at the divisional level, at the council level, be it Maidstone, Tunbridge Wells or Ashford, and then we in the branch will support you and help you grow and get the literature out and give you the tools you need to help you communicate. That's the way I'd like to do it, to really get representative democracy right down to you, the people, finding the right people amongst you, and then they groundswell up out of you. That's how I like to run this branch, that's what I really want to do, and hopefully you'll help me to do that, and we'll find the right people to drive forward the message of Restore for the weald, and then that can then branch out with our neighbours in Ashford, and in Maidstone, and in Tunbridge Wells. So hopefully we can come together and start building those little divisional teams from this lovely groundswell that we see in front of us right now, which is absolutely brilliant.
Can I ask one question?
Yep.
We've gone over the big broad picture of the weald and the
Yeah.
castle. Where does parish council come in with your plan? Because
Parish
that's where the
council-
ground swell, and that's where the ground roots are.
Yeah. Parish councils are not political. They're supposed to be focused purely on service delivery. But you do find, as you'll know, that the people within them can be political, and they spend quite a number of years working in them and working with some sort of political agenda. These guys already, they spend a lot of time in the parish councils, at the KCC level, working with them and trying to understand them and what they need, and they get a lot of good intelligence from the parish councils about what's actually going wrong and going right in their areas. So it is very useful, but it isn't technically a political position. We do understand how many parishes we have in each of the wards, and therefore in each of the divisions. So we've done that exercise, and I've got that in my pack. But it's not something that we need to target and focus on. So the initial step will be leafleting. We won't, at this stage, worry too much about canvassing. We've got to do some initial data collection. We've got to make sure we've got the right electoral registers. We've got to know that we've got all the right houses and the right people that are in them. It'd be great that we're already talking about trying to sort out some technology to help us. So canvassing right now, and if you haven't been a political activist, that can be a little bit daunting. So future sessions will be all about that human interaction, street stalls, canvassing, that kind of thing, how to handle it, how to deal with it. You can have really great positive experiences, but you can have some quite negative ones. So if you're not used to some political activism, then look forward to us having sessions like this and talking about canvassing and how to actually deal with that and how to represent yourself in a really positive way. As a minute, build those teams, build those relationships, get really friendly with each other, get really supportive, and start leafleting the areas and letting the presence of Restore be known. There are still people out there that doesn't know it exists. Obviously there is a media suppression of Restore because they're seeing that it's doing what we're doing right now, which is fantastic and absolutely wonderful. We were at Maidstone and at Sittingbourne last week, and again, loads of great people coming out right across all sorts of demographics and really wanting to make some change and doing the first political activism they've ever done in their life. Just walking into a pub and meeting some people like us. It's absolutely brilliant. So thanks so much for being here. We'll move on now, unless anyone's got more questions for me and that sort of vision for the weald. Great, thanks very much. Paul.